Here's my second try making homemade bread in a Japanese microwave slash oven. And I had to turn them upside down after they'd cooked in the microwave for about 15 minutes. I turned them upside down in the pans because the bottoms don't get cooked. This is the oven, and it's got a microwave setting. I've got two more in there right now. You can kind of see. And trying to figure out all of this Japanese is really confusing. You have to push this little button right here that means oven. Let's see. And then, let me see, what was the next step? Oh, then you have to change the temperature, and I bumped it up to 200 degrees Celsius, which is, I think, about 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And then you push this red button, this big one, that starts it. And usually it'll take a few minutes for the toaster oven to get preheated, and then it will ding when it is ready to go. And then you put your stuff in and then push the red button again, and it will start and cook. So this has been cooking for just a few minutes, this second batch, and so when it says about 5 minutes left, I'll take them out and turn them upside down so that the bottoms get cooked a little bit. And there's cooking in a Japanese oven. Okay, it's time to get the other two loaves out. You can see I left them in a little longer this time so that the bottoms hopefully will get a little bit more toasty. And then here's another thing that I forgot to mention the first time with the oven. Yeah. There's this little tray that turns around in the bottom. Yes. And if you don't put something on top, then the bread will sit there and turn. And because of the size of the loaves, I don't want it to turn because they'll get stuck. And if that little thing can't turn, then the oven won't work. So I found this rack that can go over the top of it. And that seems to work so far. So here's the finished product. They get a little toasty on top because of how high the bread has to go, but you have to get pans that are smaller, like this. They're not as big as regular bread pans. So I was able to get 4 small loaves, and you can see we already ate a little bit of it. And it turned out like this, and it's delicious. So it worked. Yay!